Shalom, welcome first. All praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Kawadash. Don't honor for the Muslim, citation select. I want to get them real quick. Lesson real quick. So I saw this video this dude, Vocab Malone, posted, bro. It was like, this shit was just hella off, bro. It was like Christian kid versus IUIC kids. That shit was completely off, man. One of the points I want to bring out, though, they said that, Deuteronomy 20 and 6 is not for the Israelites, not for the so-called Negroes, bro. I'll break that down, though, man, because truly that scripture is called for them. Now I start drawing verse 28 and verse 68 and reads, I'm reading verbatim. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships by the way thereof I spake unto thee. The point this dude tried to make, right, was, okay, first off, I don't know who this little kid is, bro, but he obviously that he's reading from fucking teleprompter, man. You could see his eyes going like this kid doesn't read, bro. He probably just got his dad or his uncle say, hey, just read real quick, I'll buy you McDonald's. Like some shit like that, bro. So what, like, hey man, don't fucking use kids or goddamn views shit, bro. That's fucking man, that's some low shit. That's some low shit, man. Keep going on, verse 20 verse 68, and reads, the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. In fact, before I finish that off, just get a bit of context, right? And I'm gonna start at 9 real quick and jump around. And it reads. In fact, no, I'm sorry, verse 1. And it reads, and it shall come to pass, if thou wilt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Most High thy power, to observe and do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, for that the Most High thy power will set thee on high above all the nations of the earth. And talking to the nation of Israel, because we are his chosen elect, we are his chosen people. All the whole world, man. If I can get Psalms real quick, look here. The Psalm 147 and verse 19, it reads, this is what scripture is talking about, bro. I was talking about. He showed up his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgment unto Israel. And he must know that Jacob, his name was changed to Israel. Then he had the tribes of Israel, what we call the Israelites. And each tribe have Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Issachar, and so on, bro. He had not dealt with any nation, and for judgments they have not known them, praise the Most High. So he did specifically only with Israel. Good context in that, man. And we got Deuteronomy 28. I'm going to go to verse 9 real quick. And it reads, the Most High shall establish thee a holy people unto himself. Like I was saying, bro. Brings up again. As he has sworn unto thee, if thou shalt keep the commandment of the Most High thy power, and walk in all his ways, and all people of the earth shall see thou art called by the name of the Most High, and shall be afraid of thee. Then goes into blessings that we will receive if Israel just kept doing what's supposed to be, man. Call the commandments, law, statutes, commandments of the Most High. I'm going to jump to verse 15 real quick, and it reads, "But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Most High thy power, to observe and do all of his commandments, and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee, and overtake thee." So now it goes to the curse, man. But before that, bro, it's talking about the blessings that we will receive if we follow the statute, law, statute, commandments of the Most High. Verse 16, "Cursed shall be in the city, cursed shall be in the field, cursed shall be that basket in thy store." Verse 20 real quick, "The Most High shall send upon thee cursing, vexation, rebuke, and all that settest thine hand up unto to do, until thou be destroyed, and until thou perish quickly, because of the wickedness of thy doings, by thou hast forsaken me. Nor shall make thee pestilence cleave unto thee, until ye have consumed thee from a far off land, whereas thou goest to possess it. Lord Most High shall smite thee with consumption, with fever, inflammation, and with extreme burning, with the sword, and with blasting, and with mildew, and thou shalt pursue thee until thou perish." The point I get it real quick. "And the Most High shall bring thee into Egypt again." Now people confess that this would do like, oh, this is Egypt. First off, that's not literally talking about Egypt. It's not talking about Egypt all over there, bro. Second off, why would we need to go with Egypt unto back when we keep reading again? Egypt again with ships. Egypt is an 8-hour drive. From Israel to Egypt, to the pyramids of Egypt, to Israel. It's an 8-hour drive. You don't have to go on ships at all. Be pointless. Be stupid, man. It's not literally talking about going us Israelites going into literally Egypt against ships, man. No. See, Egypt means bondage, bro. And you can still say, oh, we're proving the scriptures, man. Like, all right, bro. You're ignorant motherfucking ass ones like about against Christian, bro. I'll prove it. It's Revelations 11 verse 8, and reads, "And a dead body shall lie in the street of the great city, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord is crucified." So this place is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, bro. You know, Sodom and Gomorrah, which had a bunch of faggots running around, man. And Egypt, where our people are enslaved to this day still. And it's like, oh, we're not enslaved. Places have the worst, man. Bro, the motherfuckers are homeless. You know, a lot of shit happens behind the scenes that we do not know about, man. It is puts up a forefront that says, yeah, you know, everything's going great, everything's going awesome. No, man. And a lot of the shit, man, you don't want to know, man. Motherfucking Epstein bring little kids into Ireland, bro, and say, oh, everything's going good. And look behind the curtain, man. You see all the wickedness that shit's happened, bro. Like I was saying, it's spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. This is what's place, man. Weren't the so-called blacks bound to slave ships, bro? They were literally bound to slave ships. Cannot deny that. And I said, oh, it wasn't actually. It was talking actually about Egypt. Keep going on. By the way whereof I speak unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. There shall you shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. You okay, like, well, the whole Bible, right? It said no man to buy you. First off, slow down, read it again. And there should be sold unto your enemies. Sold. How do you sell things? You buy it. If I want, I was like, oh, the store, you know, this dude sold me, a fake gold watch, right? Well, how is the transaction? How is it being sold or sold? That's money. And first, I want to point out real quick: you did not sell each other into slavery, man. The Haitian, that's like the heathens of Africa, bro. The Hamites, bro. They're the one that sold into slavery. Remember, I had his old book, bro. It made a clear distinction of, they said, over the prisoners of war unto the African captives. We didn't sell our own people to slavery. That didn't happen, man. We were prisoners. Prisoner of that land, and now prisoner over here, bro. You literally have a social security. Carry on, though. I'm going to get Isaiah 28. Verse 10. Because this dude tried to say, don't play Hebrew hopscotch with the scriptures. The scriptures say, I'm reading right here, it is Isaiah 28 verse 10, and reads, for precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little, and there a little. This is a puzzle. This isn't a novel. We don't read it page by page, like it's going up and down, page go up and down, page going up and down. You can, bro. You can't be like that. You have to give historical background to know what's happening, good stories of what's happening, bro. But to understand the true scriptures, that's what it said. In fact, let me get that real quick. This is Matthew 13:11. Because this Bible was written and missing the code, basically. Verse 10 real quick. It reads, and the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables? He answered and said unto them, because it was given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but unto them it was not given. For whoso hath to him shall be given, he shall have no more abundance, but whosoever hath not from him shall be taken away, even that he have. Therefore speak I to them in parable, because they seeing see not, hearing hear, then they hear not, neither do they understand. After you go back and forth, man, because that's how you truly explain the scriptures. You get from here, then go from over here. Well, I think the Bible was written like this, bro. Not written in paragraphs. Now the Bible is like that, yeah. The way it is, bro, I'm gonna show it real quick. Go by verses. That real quick. Go by verses. Basically, it's Matthew 37. Then it goes. Then he has each verse has their own little part, man. Because it could be a one whole story together, or you could see the point that's trying to make right here that goes over here, man. I'm gonna get 1 Thessalonians. I'm enough with this, bro. This is 1 Thessalonians real quick. 1 second. 1 Thessalonians 5 verse 21. People are void of knowledge, man. They truly do not understand the scriptures. Okay. 1 Thessalonians 5 verse 21. Because look, bro. I just don't stay up here to say, I'm like, well, prove it. No, bro. We go through the scriptures, man. Especially a great Muslim, bro. We go through the scriptures. We don't want to speak our own ass. We don't just go out there speaking this blah, 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 and being no Christian, man. And why? This is why, bro. 1 Thessalonians 5 verse 21 is to prove all things. Hold fast, which is good. We prove things, man. Because our Friday trip, hey, we prove through the scriptures. We prove we prove the scriptures, man. That's how you break down this word. We don't go sit here because honestly, that's what motherfuckers do, bro. Like vocab, these Christian gospel teachers, man, they speak of their own ass. Don't they literally had a saying, bro? Hate the sin, not the sinner, man. That's not in scriptures. Well, that Akim wasn't edifying. All praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Kakodash. And this Shalom.